It was awful.
Oh boy.
Just look at the replay. And then the fact that it was reviewed. It's awful. That's all I'm going to say about it.
It was like Eddie had a call.
Yep.
How frustrating it was for you guys to come in here and fight when you guys didn't come back in the second half?
Yeah, we shouldn't have been in that position. I mean, would have been nice not to have a kicking ball in that 2-point conversion to throw. But, yeah, I mean, still missed that one. But shouldn't have been in that position. Pretty sure.
Is that what happened to you before?
Yeah.
The team was just in there watching the replay. ESPN and they were throwing towels at the TV, so they were pretty frustrated bunch.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks losing, and it's even worse when it goes that way. But we'll go home and get ready for New Orleans.
What's that like to stand in the locker room and watch that unfold before your eyes again, though?
Yeah, it's frustrating. Just seemed there was no. It was crazy after the game. I mean, I saw Mike Silver on the field, and nobody had any idea what was going on. You know, it seemed like at first, from my vantage point, the referee in the back, I saw him wave his arms over his head, which means he was calling a touchback. No idea how the other guy said touchdown. Golden Tate on the replay obviously takes his arm off whatever part of the ball he may or may not have had, and then they reviewed it and it upheld. So.
Could you see any of the other officials whether they ruled?
No. Couldn't.
Did you see the push from behind?
On the replay, yeah.
Anything else, guys?
You think a game like this might help settle this thing?
I don't know.
Could you talk about the first half?
Yeah, it was frustrating. I mean, couldn't get in a rhythm. Had moved the ball okay, and then had 8 negative yardage plays there. So we did a better job in the second half and moved the ball better. Should have cashed in probably some more touchdowns and put our defense in a better situation because they played great.
Was the noise a factor in some of those stats?
Yeah, it was loud, but we knew that coming in, so that's no excuse for that.
Aaron, have you ever experienced a more bitter defeat?
No.
How long does this make the flight?
It's long already.
How long do you let yourself stay upset about something?
I'll probably be fine by the time tomorrow hits.
Have you ever seen such mass chaos in the NFL before? I mean, everybody's looking around like, no one knows what's going on.
No.
That's it.
Thanks.
Thanks, Eric.
I'm going to read this again, guys. Rule 8, Section 1, Article 3, Item 5, simultaneous catch. If a pass is caught simultaneously by two eligible opponents and both players retain it, the ball belongs to the passers. It is not a simultaneous catch if a player gains control first and an opponent subsequently gains joint control. You look at the last play. First of all, let's just talk about this last play, and we'll make this a bigger issue in a second. How? How is that called a touchdown?
Listen, everybody in America has been watching it now for the last 20 minutes, right? And everybody sees it. We're not going to enlighten them on something different, except for the three of us. We're 10 yards from it.
We're standing right there.
And we all looked at each other and go, oh, it's not even close. I mean, it was an afterthought to us that it was interception. There was never even...
Actually, it seems slow motion to me. Because I saw the referee come in and have some indecision, and I thought to myself, oh, no.
Yeah.
Both referees ran in and looked for a couple of seconds.
Yeah, don't do it.
Don't do it, because it's a disaster if you do it. And he did it. And I don't know how you can gain possession around your back around another guy. And look, this is...
Big picture.
The bigger picture.
Okay, and big picture, and let's go back. The three of us were sitting on the field in Atlanta.
Yeah.
We had this discussion about how this is affecting the game, how it's affecting people's appreciation of the game, and people's respect of the game. What now, guys?
What do you say?
Football, to me, the NFL had gained a revered place legitimately and rightfully amongst anybody, other leagues or any other professional sports or anywhere. It was revered for a reason. There's a gamble that was made to try to, labor negotiations to do this, and the gamble is obviously lost, but it loses even more than just how they get settled with the railroad referees. This is now kind of the disaster. The ultimate disaster is a game was on the brink one way or another, and I think that they'll try to defend it, the call of simultaneous catch, but everybody senses it, that this is now affecting absolutely the competitive landscape of the NFL, and it brings it down to a level of other things that we see in sports that's not the revered state of the NFL that we grew and lived and breathed and experienced and built. And it's coming down. Now, not far, because this is like we talked about last week. It's still the NFL, but it's reducing it, and it's a problem. And now it's not only just a problem; it's an emergent situation. And I pray that an emergent result and a solution comes literally overnight, because it's affecting the NFL that we all love very much. That's the bottom line.
And you get so frustrated with incompetence that it turns to anger, right? In life, we get frustrated with stuff and it turns to anger. And I'm angry because it insults, the NFL's insulted my intelligence. It's insulted your intelligence and yours. Everybody here, everybody watching the game, because they're trying to tell us it's not that big of a deal. Well, we have $1 billion machine. I mean, hundreds of billions of dollars machine. The NFL, multi, whatever, billion. At least 50. And we're letting this ruin it. It's tearing at the fabric of the game. And you don't hear Drew Brees, maybe the classiest guy in the NFL, come out and say what he said today, unless it's a colossal issue, a catastrophic type situation. Players have never tweeted and done stuff in rebellion to how angry they are until they experience it.
Well, here's what I say. For years, we heard about the competitive on-field competition was vital. It was the purity of the competition, the fair fight that the NFL built over a long period of time, and that we've all experienced. And the referees were pushed. Jerry Markbright, Red Cashin have pushed and pushed. The league has pushed referees to not be the reason why they get in the way of this great game, the greatest team game sport in the history of Le Mans, in my opinion. And it's been built to a place where it can't be marginalized, and I feel bad for these poor guys that come out of Division III. The game is so fast, so much faster than anything they've seen in their whole lifetime. It's impossible for them to get it right. Absolutely impossible. I thought the game was generally well refereed for what their experience is. It's just not possible. And so we've built something great, and we're not surrounding it with partners that feel the same way, that are competent to do the same job that everyone else has put their time and effort in over a long period of time over the years. And so now we're actually dragging it down. And nobody loves football more than me. No one loves the NFL more than me. You've got to be kidding me that I have to watch games turn one way or another on people that are not competently presented. The NFL is too good for this. And it's too big for this. And it's hard to watch.
And it's ironic because we said it last week, for 10 years, this commissioner's office has been coming into these NFL locker rooms saying we will do anything to protect the shield. Anything. We're going to go, and we will exhaust every opportunity to protect this brand.
Every one of us will.
It's ironic that you, the NFL, is what's screwing this brand up right now.
And what we're doing here is a microcosm of what everyone is going to be doing, and that is, we're not even talking about the football game. We're not talking about Russell Wilson as a rookie winning this game. We're talking about...
Well, it's unfortunate. It is one of the great defensive efforts that I've seen.
Oh, yeah.
I actually love this game. This defensive effort by the Seattle Seahawks was one of the great maulings that I've ever seen. That includes the Ravens, that includes the Patriots, that includes everybody else. All-time 4 guys mauled the Packers. It was awesome.
The record books will show that Golden Tate caught his second touchdown pass from his quarterback, Russell Wilson. For the second time in the game, one 5'10" guy threw a touchdown pass to his 5'10" teammate. The record books won't even begin to explain the intrigue and absolute craziness of the ending of the game. Let's go back to our studios in Bristol.